It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. The man is a legend. Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
On the ground, it is the rookie from Wisconsin. And he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Abanaconda. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a first down.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Abanaconda. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle.
A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 4th stands a punt. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this to Allen. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and Really nice job picking up the first down.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll go right back to Mixon. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Quinnen Williams there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On play action, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. That one is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So after 1, the Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And that one is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have a Texans first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. He'll take this down to the 23. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Akers. Whoa. And a yard. A tight end in motion now. try and run it here with Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Oh! And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Again, it'll be Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Jets 14, Texans 10. Miami Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd down, here's Hall. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. On comes Thomas Morstead. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Pressure, gets there, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Stroud. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. 3rd down coming up. Rodgers going up top again. This one caught by Lazard. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. In the first half, we saw some great play from Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Texans set to punt this one away. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By 4 run show plus a passing. A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 17-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tony Adams there on the stop. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's going to be picked off by the rookie from Georgia, Kamari Lassiter.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. second down. Here's a run, and here's Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On 2nd down, Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards. as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Crazy. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run. He's able to get away from 1 man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The speed on display. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
They'll run here. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. A couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's to the right side and incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. And now the punting unit will come up. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
2nd and 7. They'll run it with Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
24-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Hall.
Trace Hall, the ball carrier. Will Anderson.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zerline. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Hall. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you...
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They will run it over center with Hall. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
An 18-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here comes 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.